Cinema exists since 1890s. TV was invented between 1843 and 1846. People are working more and more. We live our lives much faster than we used to. People need everything at the tip of their hand, anytime and anywhere. How is all of this related to Netflix, you ask? Let's go deep down into the problem.
A little throwback on how the whole Netflix adventure started. In the mid-90s, Reed Hastings was said to have rented Apollo 13 from his local Blockbuster video store and lost it. The penalty for such an infraction was a $40 fine. Here's how Hastings told it in Fortune magazine 8 years ago. I remember the fee because I was embarrassed about it. That was back in the VHS day, and it got me thinking that there's a big market out there. So I started to investigate the idea of how to create a movie rental business by mail. I didn't know about DVDs, and that a friend of mine told me they were coming. I ran out to Tower Records in Santa Cruz, California, and mailed CDs to myself, just a disc in an envelope.
So what are the problems Netflix is trying to solve? First, creating a service that reunites TV, cinema and DVD renting. Second, the ability to produce films adapted to the market, thanks to the data that has been gathered by the user's behavior on the platform, which was not possible with movie renting services. How is the problem solved, you ask? Martin is going to ask for a DVD via a platform and receives it by mail. He can then watch it whenever he wants from home, comfortably in his couch. When he is done with it, he can send it back very easily, just like he received it. Why was this an opportunity of innovation for going further? Here is the second phase of innovation for Netflix.
Data is gathered by Netflix through each account that is created. The platform sees what the user watches, for how long, when he stops and starts again, the series and film he prefers, and so on. This data is then analyzed deeply to better know the user. The company creates an algorithm that will substantially improve the accuracy of predictions about how much someone is going to enjoy a movie based on their movie preferences. At current count, Netflix has more than 100 million worldwide streaming customers. Having this large user base allows Netflix to gather a tremendous amount of data. With this data, Netflix can make better decisions and ultimately make users happier with the service. Here's an example of data gathered by Netflix. When you pause, rewind or fast forward, this is collected. What day you watch content, where you watch, zip code, what device you use to watch All Access just for kids feature more than iPads, etc. Netflix put at the center of its priority customer satisfaction. The company manages to keep this up, though knowing its customers deeply.
So we started by some research around Netflix, the company and CEO's story. We then analyzed what were the problems the company is trying to solve since 1997 and the methodology used behind the strategy. We put these problems in the right context, the right market. We tried analyzing how the idea rose and how it was developed at the beginning. We concentrated a lot of our work on the data that was gathered by Netflix and then transformed it to action. A good example of Netflix never stopping innovative ideas is the fact that they are now using data to produce films adapted to the market they have. Finally, we made some research around the management and Netflix spirit. We thought this was important in order to have the feeling of what the company was like and its long-term objectives. We found that agility was and is clearly the key. For example, the UI upgrade, which shows a trailer when you open Netflix, which is the response to a problem as well. When you turn on TV, you straight away have images. Netflix did the same by making trailers start when you open the platform.